What's up, guys? We are back looking at some more MLB plays in today's video. We absolutely crushed yesterday over in the DubClub. We cashed so many plays yesterday for over 10 units of profit in a single night. We killed it. Looking to cash more free plays in today's video here. You guys did the like goal yesterday, which is why we have 3 plays in today's video. If you want a third play tomorrow, be sure to leave a like on this video here. 175 likes and I will drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. Let's get to these free plays. Before we do so, let's talk about the DubClub real quick. The DubClub is where you get all of my plays sent straight to your phone. And it also gives you access to the Discord where you get access to my 6-mans, my bankroll builder slips, as well as my contributors plays and my community chat. If you go down in my description or in the top of the comment section, there will be a link which you click on and it will give you a special offer with a special discount that is only a couple of spots left to get you in the DubClub right now for the first month at a nice little discount. But in this DubClub, we have been cashing out left and right. Yesterday, we went absolutely insane. You see these bankroll builder slips here. I posted 8 of them, 6 of which were able to cash. You can see like 100 to 200, 100 to 225, 6 out of 8 cash for some major profit there. We also cashed out on these fantasy score plays too. You can see here 50 to 500 on that entry right there. That was the only 4-man right there, by the way. You also have these 2-mans here also, which was like 100 to 225, 100 to 300 right there, 100 to 300 there also. And these were this was our list of main plays yesterday. We went 8 and 3 on those for a profit of 10.45 units because some of these plays were 2-unit plays. Some of these unit plays were 4-unit plays. I don't really do 4-unit plays. I fell in love with this play here on Michael Harris over 3 Fantasy. He came through for us with a massive home run and just absolutely cashed out the DubClub yesterday. You also see access to my 6-mans too, which can contain some entries that look like this right here. Hopefully, we can turn 40 into $1,000 today again. But also included with the Discord is access to my community chat to talk to me and other members about plays or whatever's going on. You just add me in the chat too if you have any questions. I'll respond to you pretty fast. You also get access to my contributors plays from Asby's, Emo, and Elo. Asby's is a big PGA guy who just crushes PGA plays time and time again. Not yesterday, but the day before, he went like 12-1 on the PGA. It was ridiculous. You have Soccer here, though, from Elo. He has been killing his plays. With Soccer, a little bit out of season, though, he has actually been posting a lot of MLB plays and has actually been crushing those also. Soccer apparently comes back till Sunday. I don't know anything about Soccer, but he has been cashing guys out in the Discord left and right. You can see all the love that he's been getting on his plays because people just love his plays. With that out of the way, though, let's now get to the free plays. Make sure they play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on this video here if you have not already and subscribe with those notifications on. That way you get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Now let's get to today's plays. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the fantasy score category because today I like Eugenio Suarez over his fantasy score at 4.5 on PrizePicks. If you are on a sportsbook or another app out there and do not have 4.5 fantasy available, I like his over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Padres tonight. So there is an alternative if you're not on PrizePicks, but if you're on PrizePicks, the best value here, in my opinion, is going to be the over 4.5 hitter fantasy score against the Padres tonight. I think he's in a pretty great spot. You can see he's been over his hits, runs, and RBIs in only 49% of games. He has his fantasy score in about 58% of games. Big difference there, and the thing is, he's actually favored over his hits, runs, and RBIs at about a -140. As you can see here, -135, -140, -155. There's some pretty good value here because we're essentially getting this at a -145, right? Or -135, and also has a better hit rate than that play. Because if you're going to go over your hits, runs, and RBIs, you're very likely going to have at least 5 fantasy score. It's almost impossible to not have 5 fantasy if you are going over hits, runs, and RBIs, unless there's some like crazy thing that happens. So like I said here, you can see Suarez has been pretty good this year, over 58%. Although in home games this year, he's over in 64%. Nice little increase there. I like the Diamondbacks offense a lot today in wins. He's been over in 57% still. Home games, when they win, 63%. And if you increase the runs here, it typically does increase the hit rate as well. They get a really nice matchup, though, against Ryan Bergert here in the Padres. And you can see here that he has actually a better batting average this year against right-handed pitching. Goes from a 230 to a 259. And Bergert here actually has a worse ERA against right-handed batters. So that's a pretty good sign for us there. We'd like to see that. And overall, Suarez this year has a 347 on-base average. Against the fastball, it goes up to a 366, slider a 276, and the sinker a 373. So he has a much better on-base average compared to his typical on-base average against 2 of his top 3 pitches. So yet another great sign for taking Eugenio Suarez on his over for his fantasy score, or also his hits, runs, and RBIs. And overall, I think it's a pretty solid value on PrizePicks here because, again, he does get that righty-on-righty matchup, which he's actually been pretty successful in this year. Gets a nice matchup overall against this pitcher, as well as a pretty good pitch mix to kind of hit against here. And overall, we do just have some simple value right here, mathematical value, with him being favored over hits, runs, and RBIs. This fantasy scoreline is just simply way too low over on PrizePicks, giving the over of 4.5 for Eugenio Suarez tonight. Now, before we get to the next two plays in this video here, if you're not yet on Sleeper, it is one of the best apps out there right now, and personally, one of, if not my favorite. They have a bunch of promos all the time for not just new users, but current users also. Like, you see all the different discounts and value that's available right now on my app, and I've been using this app for a very long time now. If you want to join, use promo code DOMG. That'll get you a first in deposit up to $100 and a free score when you sign up, and you could also get some of these promos here like I have. 35% profit boost until I win for CSGO. $5 protected pick for the WNBA. 50% profit boost right there for a 3-4 pick right now. Kamar Usman here, discounted for significant strikes. I think that is actually tonight also. Sam Bennett here for the NHL tonight with a little bit of a boost there. Sabrina and also Aaron Judge also being a multiplier boost right now on Sleeper. A lot of really cool things about this app. You could also get a better payout than an app like PrizePicks. Like, for example, if you like, let's say, Juan Soto hits, runs, and RBIs over tonight, as well as like Sagano's walks over tonight. 3.82x payout over on Sleeper. Maybe you like Sagano still, and then you also like Juan Soto this time on the under. Can actually pay out a 4.02x over on Sleeper. So it's a very, very cool app. Get it for yourself by description and use that promo code DOMG for the first time deposits up to $100, a free square, and access to some promos available for all users. While we're on the topic, I should also mention that you can actually get a free month of my DubClub if you use promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with. Just take a screenshot using my promo code DOMG on an app that I'm affiliated with, and you could actually get a free month of my DubClub. Just take a screenshot and send that to domgpropsvip@gmail.com, and I'll send you back a link for a free month of my DubClub. All the apps that I'm affiliated with are promo code DOMG, except for Better. That promo code is going to be DOMG Props. Every other app out there is promo code DOMG, so again, screenshot and send it to domgpropsvip@gmail.com. That is all you have to do, and I can send you back a free month of my DubClub. All right, now getting into play number 2. This time we're going to head over to the fantasy score category yet again, but again, I will have an alternative for you if you are not on PrizePicks. They've actually since bumped his line. DubClub was able to get Salvador Perez at 5 fantasy scores, so now we have to pivot to the over hits, runs, and RBIs goblin here on PrizePicks of 1.5. If you want to take less risk, you could go with the half a hit, run, RBI, or half a hit, but I do also still like the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Let's pivot here. So he's actually been over his hits, runs, and RBIs in about 47% of games this year, but is in a much better spot this time around against Jacob Lopez and the Oakland A's. Not really Oakland anymore, but still. But I actually love the Royals offense today, as the sports books do too. In wins this year, he has been dominant, going over in 59% of games. But when they win by 2+ runs, huge difference there, over in 15 out of 20, which is 75%. He's faced a lefty today. Against lefty this year, he has not been as great on paper as you see there. But you need to look slightly more into this one here. You can see a lot of these games, he's actually had 2 hits in a lot of these games here. In a lot of these games too, he's had like 1 hit, but his offense just did not really support him around. But now this time around though, the Royals are favored to win this game by quite a bit, and they do like the offense a lot this time around. But as I was pointing to earlier, he's actually been a lot better against lefties this year, although not necessarily like in terms of hit rate. He has been overall better against lefties. Those wins will fall. The hits, runs, and RBIs will fall when you're just better against a certain handiness. And he has a 235 average this year, but a 250 against left-handed pitchers. And Lopez here actually has a really bad ERA this season at a 6, and is even worse against righties at a 6.52 ERA and a 309 batting average allowed. He has been very bad this year against righties. Overall, though, Salvo this year is a 280 on-base average, though the fastball, a 296. Slider does go down quite a bit. He's not super great against the slider, but the cutter, it does go right back up to about a 437. So if he's throwing that cutter, man, we should be able to get at least 1 hit here, I think, out of Salvi. So that is a couple of reasons why I like him so much on the over for his hits, runs, and RBIs, as well as his fantasy. Again, PrizePicks got him at the fantasy score at 5 on PrizePicks, but he should be able to cover his hits, runs, and RBIs if he does cover the fantasy. It's pretty unlikely that he won't cover both if he is to cover. But overall, there are a lot of reasons to like him today, and those are just a couple of the reasons that I like. You know, maybe even a sprinkle on 2+ hits at this point, just because of how good he is against lefties in some of those games where he is getting a hit. So, but overall, though, I just like the hits, runs, and RBIs here on PrizePicks, giving the over. Now let's get to my third and final play here over on PrizePicks. But again, if you want a third play tomorrow, leave a like on this video here, 175. I will post a third free play tomorrow. That play is going to be Drake Baldwin to have a hit against the Colorado Rockies tonight. So Drake Baldwin here has a hit in only 59% of games this year. So you're probably thinking, why are we taking a goblin for a guy that's only hitting 59% of games? There's a couple of different reasons. First off, he's facing a righty. Only goes up to about 61%. But you got to look more into this one here. There's a lot more than what is just shown on paper here. Look at his plate appearances. He's had 1 plate appearance in some of these games, 2 plate appearances. If they have 2 or less plate appearances, they are a reboot over on PrizePicks. And a lot of these games he did not even start. Like the 1 plate appearance he likely was just pinch hit for in that game, or was a pinch hitter in that game. But if you look at games this year where he's actually had just at least 3 plate appearances, which is going to be a non-reboot on PrizePicks, he's actually had a hit in about 71% of games this year. They're also going to be at home now against the Rockies and are favored to score right about 5 or 6 runs. In home games this year, hit rate goes from 71% all the way up to about 92% when he has at least 3 plate appearances. So that's a couple of reasons why I like him so much, obviously, just because of the massive hit rate at home and also just when he actually plays. So, but Chase Dollander here, he has no hits against him in 2 plate appearances, very small sample size, not really worried about that. Average is pretty much the same. It's only a 0.01 difference between righties and lefties, at least compared to his normal average. Dollander here, though, is a little bit worse against lefties. He has a 277 batting average allowed to left-handed batters. You also can see here that Baldwin has a 356 on-base average. He has a fastball, a 438, curveball, a .09, and the cutter, a 575. Very big differences here between the fastball, the curveball, and the cutter. However, I will say there's only been about 10 plate appearances and 39 pitches against the curveball. Same for the cutter, essentially, but still, very, very big differences there. But you just love that fastball being thrown there. So it's just, there's a lot of reasons to like Baldwin here. I mean, this pitch mix is one of them. His curveball is a little bit scary, I will say, but you still have the fastball and the cutter mixed in there, which he just absolutely crushes. So that's why I'm so comfortable here in taking Baldwin to have a hit in this game. There's a lot of reasons to like him. Give him the over for his hit today. I am not done with the free plays yet, but a couple of reminders to not miss out on joining the DubClub. This will give you access to all of my plays sent straight to your phone. And if you click on the link in my description or in the top of the comment section, there will be a special discount waiting for you. If you just click on the claim button, it'll pull up some discounts for you to get in for cheaper for your first month. Like I said, we crushed yesterday. We went 8-3 on the main plays for profit about 10.45 units because our major plays, they went crazy. The only plays we missed were like 1.19 unit plays. All the other plays were like 2 unit cashes, 4 unit cashes. Like we actually went crazy yesterday. You also have my bankroll builder slips, which we went 6 for 8 on yesterday, 6 and 2. And you also have my 6-mans here, which have been cashing at a pretty solid rate. Like they are profitable. And at the end of the day, it does feel pretty good to see a fully greened out 6-man. So there's a lot of things available over in the DubClub. Don't miss out. I truly believe that you will regret it if you do not join. I believe I have the best DubClub offered because of not how much that we win, but also the community that is offered. Awesome community. Guys are super positive in there, sharing slips, and they're all really good too. Here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. And this tool, you can show off the best bet to value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, they list some UFC value plays, some CSGO, some MLB available here also, as well as like even Jacob deGrom here under his fantasy score tonight. If you want to find a play, though, on PrizePicks, you click on plus V plays to filter down to a 2-pick power play, or same with a 5-pick or 6-pick flex, to help you find plays that fit to that play type in terms of expected value. This tool is really cool. Get it for yourself in my description. Click on the fantasy bundle and scroll down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG. There's another tool available from the same guys sold separately called the ASIP Generator, which is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 16 slips currently on the board for apps like Underdog and PrizePicks. Right now on PrizePicks, there is a 6-pick flex that they like, which contains some value on Spencer Strider under strikeouts, Clayton Clark under assists. You also have some other CSGO value and some UFC value available also. This entry here has a profit margin of about 18.81%. If you click a bet on PrizePicks, it puts it into PrizePicks for you just like that, like clicking on a link. Go get this tool for yourself in my description, but this time click on the slip generator and scroll down. Be sure to use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Best of luck. If you want to make over $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, watch this video on your screen here. I'll see you guys tomorrow or in the DubClub.